Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I am a little hoarse. My allergies have been all over the place, so y'all sound like a little boy going through puberty right now. But, it's starting to come back. It's starting to come back. So y'all just bear with me, but of course I got my panel that's gonna have my back. We got two guests for you tonight, Maya and Felix. So they're waiting backstage. We're gonna pull them on in a minute. We got a little different setup. So as soon as the gang gets here, we're gonna get started on our hopefully our new setup that we got. Um, I know I sound bad, man, but it's just allergies. I took a COVID test. It's negative, so it ain't COVID. It's just this pollen. If y'all live where I live or even live down south, y'all already know this pollen is a killer. So I see my man Maurice. Let me bring him on. Hey Maurice.
Hey, hey, hey.
Happy Friday.
Same to you. What's going on? Your voice? Ooh, your voice.
It's terrible, man, but it's actually here. Just the other day, I ain't have no voice at all. So this is better than what I was working with yesterday. Okay, Nick is here. Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, Nick. Oh, Lord.
Hey,
Happy Friday.
listen to you. What's wrong with your voice?
Man, my allergies is crazy, yo. It's crazy. So I just got it back actually. Literally just got my voice back. So I'm
I'd
just
rather have
happy.
I'd rather have no voice than my nasal draining, and that's what I've been dealing with.
Yeah, that's how this got there. The sinuses and stuff, and um, you know, it's just crazy. Y'all know me. I'm trying to get everything together. Um, hold on. I'm hoping better come in, but what we gonna do to try to stick on schedule because our guests are logged in and they backstage, but we want to start it off differently, because we didn't get a chance to do that last week.
Okay.
So what we gonna do is we gonna start with you and the hot topics and you giving us the tea on whatever's going on in these good old USAs. We gonna have you with the tea right now. So
Not the tea.
yeah, Nick got the tea. Look at my band. I got hot topics. Nick got the tea. I'm working it out. I'm working it out. So, all right. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time on that, kind of go back and forth. I guess better log in, but I don't want to wait for him because
Okay.
usually you gotta jump off and go to work.
I know, and they got me again today too.
Then we
Okay.
got the guests, so we want to give them a chance to give their opinions and stuff like that. So let's start you off with the hot topics, Nick.
All right. So what we missed last week, let's get into that. We're gonna I guess give great shout out for Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is now confirmed judge of the United States Supreme Court of Appeals in the District of Columbia. How did you feel about that? Either
Oh,
one of
I
you guys.
I loved it. I loved it. Let me show you my little hot topics joint. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta go the other way. There you go. Boom. Y'all know I'm working it out. I'm working it out. But no, listen, that was amazing to see, and I'm glad that we had the Senate and everything that we have because she wouldn't have got through. She wouldn't have got through. So they were already saying, "Oh, I liked her resume. I love what she's doing, but I can't vote for her." And it's like, well, if you love what she's doing, you like her resume, why you can't vote for her? You can't vote for her because she black. You can't vote for her because the Democratic president that's in office, he nominated her. So you know how that go. We all know how that go. Actually, I,
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Have you guys personally like checked into different cases, especially the ones involving pedophilia?
no, I have not checked
Mhm.
her out at all because guess
Mhm.
what? I root for everybody that's black except for Clarence
Hey,
Thomas.
I'm with you 100%. Check that pedophile, how lenient she is on pedophilia, and how pedophilia is where Capitol Hill is concerned with all the I just feel differently. Yes, I root for everybody black,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
but check that out. All right. So the next thing that's been going on of late, the last couple of days, is ASAP cheating on Rihanna while she's pregnant. So rumor has it that ASAP was cheating with one of the models,
Nah, it was the girl
No,
that designed shoes.
one of the
or
girl that designed shoes for Fenty. Yeah, the Fenty.
Design shoes for Fenty. Like this
Yeah.
chick right here need her ass whooped.
wait,
How about
wait
that?
a minute. Why she need her ass whooped?
No, no,
If
no.
it's true,
He do too. He do too. He do too. I'm not saying just him. They both need, if it's true, because right now
if it's true,
it has not been confirmed. If it's true, they both need their ass whooped. Period.
but so hey, what's up, Better?
What's
Hey,
good? What's
I
good?
kind of
I'm
snuck
listening
them
to the
in there.
hot topics.
Well, right now it's about ASAP Rocky and
Yeah, I
Rihanna.
heard you. I heard you.
So, in my opinion, if it is true, again, playing devil's advocate, this is what happens when we dumb down on our choices of men, ladies. I'll-
Oh,
Because I
ASAP,
haven't.
ASAP got money though. Ain't he a fly
ASAP
nigga?
ain't got Riri money.
Nah,
At
No,
he
he
don't.
all.
don't. But
He don't
ain't
got.
a whole lot of dudes that do.
He don't have nowhere close to Rihanna money.
But
Nowhere
shit, where's
close.
she gonna find one that do? That's
It's,
around her
it's
age
not
group.
even,
Oh, it's
in
talking
my
about.
opinion, it's not about the money. It's just like
Nah, but you
she,
said that.
she dumbed down. To me, she dumbed down.
How?
I dumbed down when I was pregnant.
Well, she almost had to dumb down. She almost had to dumb down. She worth $1.5 billion. Where's she gonna
she,
find?
But I
she
mean,
was dating.
if we
She was
exing the
dating that.
money part, if we exing the
Huh?
money part, she ain't really dumbed down because ASAP is a star. You know what I'm saying? And
No.
he a fly dude.
But
ASAP is
he
the
ain't a
Yeah,
star.
Riri
but
star.
Ricky
He's
Rihanna
ain't
not
is
a
the
no star.
Rihanna
star.
star.
But we
But
said,
when it comes to money, we know we're
but
close.
what we saying dumb down when we said if we Xing the money out, then why we gotta be a Riri star?
I just feel like they were a mismatched couple. I felt like it. That's how I felt. I felt like,
Opposites attract.
and I said I did the same thing when I was pregnant. But hindsight 2020. Would I have chosen that person to be the father of my child? No. So I'm like, damn. I wonder how Rihanna feel.
I
I
mean, I hope
and
it's fake. I hope it's fake because I like them as a
I
couple.
hope it's fake too because I like
and
them.
she looked so happy. She
Yes.
looked
I
really
like them as a
happy.
couple, man.
I really wanted them to work. You want to have that longevity in Hollywood, and it's kind of hard because everybody be in your business, whether you want them
Absolutely.
to be or not. And they say, well, that's what you signed up for. No, I didn't sign up for everybody to be in my business. I know it comes with the territory, but I didn't sign up for everybody to be in my business. So it's not fair,
Mhm.
but I get it. So
If it go with the territory, then you know you signed up for it. If
you
you know
didn't
it goes with the territory, then you
look at
know
you.
you signed up for it.
Look at you. Look
One
at
thing
you.
I can say, ASAP think he's just as beautiful as Rihanna. That should be funny. He think he is beautiful, honey.
He a fly nigga. I don't know
Oh
about the beautiful
yes,
part.
oh yes, yeah. I know he give it to her.
Yeah, but nah, they. I mean, I like them as a couple, man. I hope that shit falls, man.
So
If
from
it's
the
true though, it just goes to show like
nobody's exempt.
they always be wondering because everybody me motherfuckers that ain't even know ASAP. Once he got Rihanna, it was like whoa, and I know females was like, well, damn, what he working with? You dig what I'm saying? How did he get her and shit
Well,
like that? So that's the
listening
part that be
to
fucked up.
listening to ASAP and the Mob song, they've been on Rihanna for a long time. So I guess they all was like waiting, and it just
Yeah,
so happened ASAP was the one.
he got lucky.
Yeah. So the woman's name is Amina Mada, Muaddi. So she made a statement. She said it's always believed that an unfounded lie spread on social media doesn't deserve any response or clarification, especially one that is so vile. I initially assumed that the fake gossip fabricated with such malicious intent would not be taken seriously. However, in the last 24 hours, I've been reminded that we live in a society that is so quick to speak on topics regardless of factual basis, and that nothing is off limits. Not even during what should be one of the most beautiful and celebrated times of one's life. Therefore, I have to speak up, and this is not only directed towards me, but it is related to the people I have a great amount of respect and affection for. While Rhea is continuing to live in her serene, best dressed pregnancy life, I go back to my business. I wish everyone a beautiful Easter weekend, Amina. So she's saying it's a lot.
I hope she's right.
I hope so too.
Yep. So that's what we got.
I mean, that statement, it was real nice and political, but I believe it make me believe her.
Well, listen. I know my camera is dark because I'm on my small computer, but better, I can't see your face, bro.
Good.
All I see is your white
good
and your yellow hat.
I'm hiding.
You hiding? All right, you hiding. Cool.
He is crazy.
All right, so let's get into this topic right here, which is interracial dating and marriage.
So, right. Forehead now?
I mean, it's still dark.
Light. Hold on.
Where your light? Yeah, where your light?
Yeah. I ain't got the ring light. I'm gonna see if it's better if I sit at the table. The ring light downstairs.
All right. Yeah, that's
what we doing. What we doing?
I can see you. I can see you.
You can see me even with the hat on now.
Sit down.
I want to keep the hat on.
Sit down. Let me see. Live
for life. Live for life, baby.
It's dark, man. It's dark up in there. There you go.
Turn it to the side. There you go. There you go. Turn it to the back. Tickle that face. All right, cool. Like I said, I'm on my small computer. I ain't want to go dead on y'all on a big joint. So my lighting is definitely bad. Y'all see my little braid out or whatever. All right, so let's get to this topic, which is interracial marriages and dating. And our guest that we have is Felix. Felix is a friend of Maurice, and he is in an interracial marriage. Maya is a friend of mine from college, and she is in an interracial marriage. So we're just going to have them discuss and see, how they met, what's going on and how it goes, and has it been hard for them? Has it been easy? You really don't notice a difference. So we just kind of want to get into it. In between all of that, we gonna have Mo with the stats because we gotta see the proof, and then we gonna have my man Better come in with the celebrity couples to see who made it. I got so I got three. Y'all know I'll pop them up behind me or whatever. One of them, I don't think they together no more, so it really don't matter. But I like the dude, so the girl ain't too bad either. So without further ado, let's bring on Maya and Felix. Welcome, Felix. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
What up, Mo?
What up, bro?
All right, and here's Maya. Hi, Maya.
Hello.
How are you?
Fine.
Hello.
All right, so let's get into this topic right here. So first of all, before we get into the topic, and without telling too much of her business, let me just tell y'all how Maya is in Facebook jail right now. Wow. And had me dying because she's trolling folks on the Darius Cook page, which would have been a good hot topic, Nick, because Darius apparently is not only is he stealing from people, but he also putting their personal, he not, but his fans are putting personal information up, and his fans are trolling the people who's going after him. So Maya decided to just go all in on the page, and they reported her ass for bullying, and now she in Facebook jail for 2 days.
Wow.
And she had me dying. I mean, she had me cracking up. So, and Maya from here, so y'all already know you from here. Jonan is what we do. So you want to step there. If you want to step out there, you got to be careful of what you ask for. But we gonna stick with the topic, and coincidentally, Maya also lost her voice, but you sound better than me.
Ginger tea, girl. You gotta get that Indian ginger tea.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna tell you where to get it from later.
Okay, all right. So Felix, tell us, how long have you been married, and how did you and your wife meet? And just kind of give us a quick rundown.
I've been married for 13 years. We were friends for about a year or so. I met her through Paul. I mean, Mo know who Paul is. I was hanging out in Montgomery County, so um, I don't really notice a difference in the interracial thing. I mean, it's I've dated all races. I can not the personalities, yeah, but the race itself doesn't I don't see a difference in it.
What
Whether
do
she's
you
white
mean
or
the
black or whatnot.
personality? Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
mean by that?
I mean,
I know.
all women have. I mean, everybody has a different personality. I mean,
Right.
you're attracted to that personality. So I married my wife because of her personality, not because never paid attention that she was white. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
had any. It seems the same as when I was dating my ex, who was black. I mean, the relationship seems the same. I mean, it's two different, like I said, two different personalities. But other than that, I haven't had any issues. Or I had some sideways looks. I was in Baltimore one time, and
Oh
this
wow.
white couple walked by. This older white dude walked by, and gave me a crazy look. But
Well, so do you think you run into that more with, say, the white people kind of giving you those looks, like kind of like what you doing with her, so to speak, or do you think you get it more from the black people, like, well, why you with her? Like, have you noticed the difference? Because when you love somebody, you don't see color, period. So you and
right,
her, that's totally different. But with the outsiders out there, you know what I mean? Like, how does that, or has that affected you guys?
I had my phone do not disturb. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. You
Yeah, we
froze a
can
little
hear
bit,
Uh,
but there you go.
I had I don't really notice it from either. I mean, that one issue happened that one time with the guy in Baltimore, but my ex made a comment about what you doing marrying a white girl, blah blah blah. But I didn't have any. I haven't had any other issues in that sense.
So before we go to Maya, what about your family? Everybody was like, "You like it, I
I
love
can't
it."
hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can
It
hear
might
you.
it might have been that phone call.
Can you hear anyone?
I can't hear.
Felix,
Let me log out and log back in.
I heard him.
Okay, Maya.
we can hear you well.
Now we gonna let him log out. I told him that if he had, what happens is when you get a phone call on your phone, it'll take your audio out, and you have to put it on do not disturb or hurry up and say nah. So, but Maya, okay. So what about you? How long have you been married, and have you had any of those issues that Felix brought up?
Well, we've been married for 7 years. I've known him for 10. I met him in Raleigh when he was in grad school. My husband is 10 years younger than me. So he was in grad school. I was already working.
10 years younger. Oh, I need to get me a younger.
Yeah. So and my marriage is interracial and intercultural because he's Indian. Um and honestly, when we were going out and dating, I was more concerned with people looking, like when he would take me to an Indian restaurant, I was more concerned to see if they were looking at us, but they weren't paying us any attention. Um, and I was like, oh my gosh, no one's looking at us. He was like, yeah, why would they? And I was like, I don't know. I guess because I mean, back in the day when you would see, I guess, a black and white couple, you would just think. But when I'm out with him, they don't pay us any attention at all. Um, I've gotten a look from a black person, like, that's interesting. And then one of my friends, he's Nigerian, he did say he can't believe I'm marrying an Indian and they're racist. But I was like, no, he's not. And I have a lot of Indian friends and they're not. So I didn't experience anything different from them. And I went to India and met my in-laws. I didn't experience anything different from them. Like, they love me. I talk to them all the time. I
Right.
talk to them when I'm not even with my husband. So I don't have those issues.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
there a difference? Probably food. Like some days, he wants Indian. I'm like, I don't want that. Like sometimes if I cook, I'm probably cooking 2 or 3 different meals because I just don't want Indian food. But other than that, no, there's no real difference. Like he's a Hindu, so I respect that he's going to celebrate his religion and do things that way. He doesn't try to force me to do anything. If I go to the temple with him, it's because I want to. But if I don't go, he doesn't care. He doesn't he's never tried to force me to do anything. We just
Okay.
respect each other's cultures.
And that was another question I had when you said um intercultural, because with Indian people, there are different cultures that you have to, and different religions and things like that. So you do have to factor that in. Like with Felix, hit with his wife. So your husband born in India, or
Oh
he?
yeah, he's
Okay. So
born and
see,
raised.
yeah, see, so you born and raised in India is totally different than say Felix, whose wife was Felix. She was born and raised here, right? Like
Right.
in
Yeah, Bethesda.
right.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask. I don't want to assume, but yeah. So then you have that difference. So the only thing that's different with say Felix is quote unquote color, but with with you have the different cultures and like you said the foods and stuff. Because I'm a picky eater, and if it don't look right to me, like when I was younger, I used to smell food before I ate it. So and people thought I was weird. And now that I'm older, I agree. I'm a little weird for that. Like, why you smelling your food? Like, what's wrong with you?
It's
But
nothing wrong with that. Brandy does that.
My husband does say I'm a picky eater, but I did learn like a few things. Like when we would go out or Indian restaurants, he was like, Indian restaurants make better Chinese food than Chinese restaurants. So I was like, let me see. So, I tried some fried rice. I'm like, well, maybe you got a point there. So then they fry their fish different. I was like, well, let me try this because I love fried fish. And I was like, theirs is good. So I'm a picky eater too. But then, like, when he was like, well, why don't you try this? Why don't you try this? Because he'll try anything. I was like, okay, it's not so bad. It's actually really, really good. So it did help to open my mind to trying other things because I'm a very simple eater at times. Like he's helped with some of those things. And trying different things because he'll try anything. But I'm
okay,
not.
okay, there we go. I was trying to, y'all know, I wound up messing up trying to be all fancy, so I couldn't get my picture back. I'm still working this out. I'm in my bed, but I ain't sick though. They out there doing hair. So okay, Felix, I see you back. I see you back. So Felix, do you have any children with your wife?
Yeah, I have two kids, a 13-year-old and a 8-year-old.
Okay, so they're older. So do you think that you have been having to say like maybe explain things to them, or of
Yeah,
course in their eyes is mommy and daddy, but
right. Well, for a while, my son didn't understand that he was black. Like he was, he always thought he was white because he has a lighter complexion. But so it took me a while to explain, now your daddy is black, your mother's white, so you got a mixed race going on. You're like, but my skin is looks the same as mommy. I'm like, but he got older and he understands. I haven't had the issue with my daughter yet. I don't think my daughter really cares what but my son was more curious as to why I was black and why I was so darker than him. But he gets it now though. I mean, he's 13 years old.
right. And
Uh,
Maya.
Well, I have a little one. The thing with her is, she'll know the difference is, with Indians, they do have a caste system. And so she's in the caste system. Like, so she doesn't even have a middle name. Her middle name is actually their caste name. So I'll have to explain a lot of different things to her when she gets older. Um, but other than that, she was born in America. She's American, but I do make sure that, she's selling, like I told my husband and his in-laws, speak to her in Telugu. You want her to learn this language, make sure you talk to her because I don't know that language. So I'm going to make sure that she will, always know their culture as well as our culture, etc. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, she's still a baby, so it's nothing to explain right now. Just he needs to just talk to her in Telugu. I speak to her in English, and she figure it out. So that's
And
all we're doing right now.
she is a beautiful baby. Oh my God. She is a beautiful baby. So Maya, just explain what the caste system is. What exactly is that?
So in India, it's like a social circle. It's a social circle. So they have like lower caste, which is poor people. They could be like, street workers. I mean, like cleaning up streets or doing, those types of jobs. But okay, so the highest caste is like a priest caste. It's called Brahmin. Um, and they're going to always be vegetarians. Then the next caste under that is my husband's caste, and I'm not going to say that name right, but it's basically the warrior caste. And they were like, like the kings and all those people. So it was like priests, kings, and then I think that were like trade, like sellers or traders or like people those types, and then lower caste. So and I mean, it's just never gone away. And the reason for the caste system is that they keep marrying within their caste to strengthen the caste. To, basically, if this person in the same caste has money, we want to make sure our daughter marries within money. Keep it growing, keep it going. So
Okay.
that's just the way it is. So she's in it. There's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
But it's basically just like even it's like when they arrange marriages, it's keeping the growth, keeping the money going, keep building from that. Same thing people do here in the United States. It's just that in India it's more common. You hear about arranged marriages, but it's what the Kennedys did. They keep them in a social circle to keep that money going. So that's what it is there. Same thing.
So that's another okay.
I
That
have a question.
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have a question, Maya. So within that caste system, doesn't that doesn't that put you in a position that if you're one of the lower caste members, you're destined to, your family lineage is destined to stay in that lower? There's no way to
A
achieve
lot
a
of times,
higher.
yes. A lot of times, yes. But from what I've learned from my husband is that the government has changed so that lower caste members, if they're like in school and they're very smart, they're making sure they get seats in university, whatever, and they're able to, they're able
Change your
to
caste.
grow, and they
Okay.
give them a chance. So
Okay.
now they're
Okay.
changing it. I guess it's sort of like affirmative action, basically. So they're making sure that they get seats in good universities, etc. But in India, it's so many people, so you always got to fight. You got to fight if you to be in the top of the class to get to the seats and everything. To be the cream of the crop. You're going to fight. So that includes them. But some of them, they do get out. But some of them they don't. When I was in India, India's different. I love India though, but it's different. And you can see them. You see some of the ones working on the street, but some of them can come from a lower caste. But if they work their way up, like anybody else, they make it out. But even though there's some people that are in like the top caste, some of them are poor. It just depends on your family arranging marriages, keeping the wealth in your family. My husband, they wanted to arrange his marriage. He just didn't want it. So,
And that was my question was I was going to ask that question was that how did you wind up marrying your husband if they had arranged marriages? And Felix, don't just sit there. I got some questions for you.
That's all good.
Well, they wanted to arrange his marriage. It's just that with him, he's the only child, so he does what he wants, and he's a boy. I will say with a lot of the boys in India, they kind of do what they want. They do. They do. They do what they want to do. And his mom didn't like it at first. Like, she was a typical mother-in-law. He told her about me, and then he's like, I want to marry Maya. She got on video call with me. She was so dramatic. She was like putting her head down so she wouldn't look at me. I was like, oh my God, I gotta deal with this stuff. And then I was like, oh my God, because then I found out that she had to buy all my wedding stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna buy me some ugly stuff and whatever. But she ended up, she came over here and she bought me beautiful stuff for the wedding. Then she was like, can you teach me how to drive? And I was like, what? Then she wanted to hang out with my friends. And I was like, so she's fine now, but she was just
Okay.
a
Okay.
dramatic mother-in-law.
Yeah. I mean, we have that even here.
Yeah, exactly. Just a typical mother-in-law, but
Right.
she'll do anything I want. I'd be like, "Mommy, bring me this." She'll bring it. They're very sweet though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dang it. Hold on one second. I try to figure out how to bring Nick back on. So, Felix, what about your in-laws? How did they feel about you?
Well, her mother was awesome. Not saying her father was terrible. So her father was one of those. He was one of those. What do you call those biker gangs back in the day? Outlaw bikers.
Oh,
Oh.
Like the Hell's Angels or something.
like Hell's Angels or something like that.
Oh, wow.
He was with a different group, but he was in that, that mix
The
up. But
biker squad. Okay.
I was, because I went to meet them. I guess maybe 3 or 4 years into the marriage, and I'm like, I hope this dude don't say nothing crazy, because I don't want to end this marriage on this trip. But no, he was cool.
Wow.
Cool, man. It was
Wow.
I didn't know what to expect, but he didn't say nothing. He's like, hey, call me son, and and he looks just like one of those, like you would think would be oh yeah, this dude looks racist, or one of those racist bikers. He had that look, but nah. Gave me a hug, shook my hand, went for a walk, and so I didn't have any issues at all.
Okay.
My
That's good.
folks don't really care who we bring home. I mean, as long as it's nobody crazy or anything.
Right.
But I
Because
got a big
crazy
family,
come in any color.
so we kind of it's kind of mixed up anyway.
So
My
let me
grandmother had like
ask you guys a
14, had
question.
14. Oh, say it again.
Wait a minute. I don't know if that was me or what. I feel like I froze up. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
You froze
Yep.
a little bit. Yeah, we always heard you
All
though.
right, there you go. There you go. So let me ask you a question as far as, and of course, you get married and you get married to be together forever. Nobody, do you think that this is easier than any past relationship that you've been in?
No, her attitude is worse than. Yeah, she definitely number. She ain't number one. She number two. Worst attitude. It's no difference. Not in my experience. Now somebody else may have experienced something differently, but nah. And look, she's not letting me. I'm not going out here and doing what I want to do, or saying what I want
Well,
to say.
listen,
It
that's
ain't that type
any
of problem.
woman. That's any woman. And we don't care about
That's
what
what I'm
color.
saying. So it's the race that has nothing to do with it, man. It's all about
Right.
that. You might run into one that don't really care, but not this one.
Okay.
But
What
yeah, so
about you, Ryan?
everything is the same across the board. I can't think of anything that was different from like a black woman that I dated versus the white woman that I dated and ended up marrying. But
Okay.
I don't see any real difference other than dance. You can't dance. That's a working on dancing skills. But other than that, she's a very good cook. She went to culinary school, so I don't have
Hope
any
she ain't
issues.
watching, man.
I know.
You know,
Because you going to be in trouble. But
yo,
yeah.
oh my God, man, we was in a spot one night, and somebody was trying to teach her how to twerk. It was the worst thing. I told her, I said, "Don't you ever do that again." That was the worst. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, she wasn't doing the shoulder joint.
Oh man, I can't even explain it. It was horrible. But
Oh my gosh.
no, everything. But it's been a good marriage. I mean, we had our ups and downs, arguments.
Right.
I
Right.
done messed up a time or two, but
I got a question about what you were saying about your son earlier, right?
Uh-huh.
So with your son, like I know you said you was explaining that he's not white.
Mm-hmm.
So do you explain to him that he's mixed and make him identify himself as mixed, or do you have him or teach him to identify himself as a black man?
I try to make him understand that he is both races. But I did explain to him, like, maybe in certain situations, just because you're mixed and you are black and white, that people gonna identify you as black. Like you might go ahead and deal with some law enforcement. I'm in law enforcement. You may
Right.
deal with some of those guys, and they may they ain't gonna look at you as a white kid, or you might not get that same because some cops do give certain leeways to certain races, But I told him
Yeah.
he made that black and white stuff gonna be out the window. You're gonna be a black kid,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
I mean, he understands. He understands.
Okay.
Social media teaches these kids more than we do these days. To be honest with you, I mean,
Influence.
a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
questions and
That's
answers. You
true.
can,
That's
you
true.
know, social media teaches that. But he understands that he is a mixed race, and some situations you may not be considered a white kid, or may not be considered a black kid. Some black kids have probably called them white or whatever. He probably he'd be like, "Nah, I'm mixed." So I mean, it's been no real issues, but he understands.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious, man.
Mm.
So
So
how does he look?
Maya,
Like, does he look like
Mm.
a light skinned black kid? Or...
He
Mm-hmm.
looks well. The mixed kids. A lot of them look Hispanic for some reason, but
Yeah, a
he
lot of
got that
times.
mixed kid look like a mixed kid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain, but I mean, it looked like how the Puerto Rican, with the good hair. They look like a lot of these kids look like they Puerto Rican or something to me for some reason.
The bald head.
Yeah.
But no, he's a handsome boy. My daughter's beautiful. Um, yeah, I can explain the looks. I can show you
It's
photos.
it's cool. It's cool.
no, don't put your babies up here. Don't put them. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just like my friends, people on YouTube, but we trying to blow this thing up. You don't want your babies all on YouTube and
right,
stuff
right,
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maya, do
right.
you think that this relationship has been easier for you than your past relationships?
Um, yes. And I don't know if it's cultural or what, but I will say that even though he's younger than me, I think he's more mature than I am. Um, I mean, I've dated some supportive guys. I think he's very supportive of me. Like, I don't care what I ask him or what I tell him I want to do. If it's going to be profitable, make some money, he's okay with it. Like I said, honey, I want to put 2 alpacas in the backyard, and he said, why? I said, because I want them. And I said, okay, well, we can get it for wool. He said, okay. I didn't do it, but he's supportive. Then I said, I think I want to grow marijuana so I can get my own CBD oil. And he was like, okay. I mean, he's not a pushover though. But if it's something that's profitable, something that can make money, he's going to be very supportive of me. He doesn't shoot down any of my ideas if it makes some sort of sense, or he figure out a way to make it work.
Okay.
And that's what I like. And I'm surprised because, like I said, he is younger than me, so I didn't expect that level of maturity, but he has it. My mom says he's actually 55. That's what she used to say about him. So,
Mm-hmm.
but other than that, I don't think it's a race thing. I think it's just a good man thing.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a race thing. It's just you meet a mature guy. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I think
I
I'm
mean,
about
well, culturally, yeah, culturally he was raised different anyway, so his mentality probably different.
I mean, a lot of
No,
foreign no, a lot of foreign guys are raised different. I mean, they're raised to be the leader. I'm not going to say that black men in America are not, but my experience with, like, I dated a Jamaican guy, I dated a Nigerian guy. Their role is on the head of the household.
totally different. Yep,
Totally
yep.
different.
I was engaged to a Nigerian too, so everything is different.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
and Maya,
yeah,
LaDon said that they like him more than you. So
that's
just
true.
so you know, she's in the comments and she said and she said just kidding, but
My
so,
friends do get along with my husband, and my mother-in-law, when she met them, that's who she wanted to hang with. She wanted to hang with my friends. It was during homecoming. She
oh
thought she
wow,
could hang with them. She had to keep her
okay.
butt at home.
Yeah, homecoming, you gotta stay home. You gotta stay home. There's a rule with that. Even the
Exactly.
husband gotta stay home. But
Exactly.
okay, so thank you guys for sharing your stories. Like I said, we invite guests on so we can learn more about topics. Whatever topic we have, we always try to bring somebody on that has experienced it, that's going through it right now, that can give some more insight, because if we haven't been through it, we can't say. So, of course, I thought of you, Maya, and then Maurice thought of Felix, and I wanted to get both sides, the female perspective and the male perspective, because it is different. You have, and Felix, you said that you haven't gone through this, but you have the black women that's looking at you black men and like, well, what's wrong with us? Why you couldn't stay with us? But then Maya's and you got the black men like, she probably want him because he weak, or he this or he that. This is all things that I've heard. This is nothing that is the God's honest truth or anything like that. But so you have those stereotypes, and I wanted to learn more. Maurice we all wanted to learn more, to just kind of get more insight in it. And with this platform, we just try to take on different topics. So I feel like this was a very good topic. This was very good. You guys are very insightful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
We
You
letting
guys,
them go already?
I mean, because we got other stuff that we got to get into, because we didn't
Well, I
get.
mean, it's pertaining to this though. Like, I mean, what I'm
Right.
about to talk about, I
Okay.
don't even know
All
if
right.
this
Right,
Well,
is
but
the
I
history
do have a
lesson.
question. I do have another
okay,
question
okay, okay,
too.
okay. I'm getting beat up. All right, all right. So let's do this. Let's let Mo bring in his stats, right? You guys, this will be good. I need some backup anyway. Mo always got these stats, right? Half the time it be something I feel like he made up.
The
I don't know, right?
cereal box
So
stats. Cereal
he
box
got the
stats.
cereal box stats. So he gonna tell us a few stats about these interracial marriages, and you can say if you agree or disagree. We're gonna go one by one. I don't know how many you have, but we'll go one by one. You guys say if you agree or disagree. Put a thumbs up if you agree. Put a thumbs down if you don't agree with Mo and his cereal box stats.
All right.
Let's
First of
go,
all, my statistics are credible. There's incredible website. I don't make these up. But anyway, I just looked up some numbers just to see how prevalent interracial dating is. Is it an upswing? Is it a down? Is it downswing? Anything, things of that nature, whatever. And it in the 2000, between 2000 and 2016, interracial marriages has went up from like 7.4% to around 10%. So basically, about one in every 10 marriages now in the U.S. is interracial for the most part.
you guys agree or disagree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, especially in the area I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
What
I
area
agree
you
with
in?
that.
Montgomery County?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, Montgomery County. Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I get thumbs up on that one.
yeah, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
you got.
Um,
I was about to
uh,
say, I know you got more than that, bro. I know you
I
got.
do. I do. Yeah. I looked up some numbers that said African American men marry outside the race at about 24%, which is like maybe one in four. Like that hasn't been my observable experience, but I'm based on where it is here, just in the DMV. So you get outside of here, the numbers may change in other areas, more rural areas, heavily populated areas, something like that. But one in four, basically says one in four, and for Black women, it's about 9%. So that's basically like one in 10 for the most part, something along those lines. And
You guys
um,
agree or disagree? I agree with that.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hey, you came in a little muffled. Mo, say that again.
you
All
were a
right.
little
I
muffled.
said for Black men, it's about 24%, which is about one in four marry outside the race. For Black
Yeah,
women, it's about 9%, which is about one in 10.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's right. I think that's right.
Gotcha. Okay. The most rate loyal Caucasians with white men is about 2.3%. White women, it's about 2.1%. But what's misleading in that stat is because the population is so predominantly Caucasian, there are actually more interracial marriages with whites just because of sheer numbers as opposed to percentages. If you guys understand what I'm saying, because it's 10 times as many of them as it is us, when that 2% actually is more interracial marriages in numbers, but just a lower percentage. The highest rate that marries outside of their race is Native American, just because of a lot of issues come in to contribute to that. But they say the women marry out more at a rate of like 61%, and the men are at 54%. The most likely to marry out
My bad.
their
That's
race
Native Americans, you said?
Yeah.
at the highest rate. That's at the highest rate.
Okay.
Right. But the most likely to marry out are Asians.
Asians?
Asians at 28%. Yes,
Wow.
they didn't. I didn't break it down between male and female. I just went with the ethnicity, and it's Asians. It's somewhere around 28%. Latinos was at a rate of 26%. Uh, Blacks were at a rate of 17%, and whites overall. I mean, non-white Hispanics was at 9%.
And somebody in the comments said, why do you think there is such a difference between black men and black women marrying outside their race? That was James.
You asking me my opinion?
I think he's asking anyone.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll
I'm
give
not
mine.
sure.
I think black women don't get the same options
I'm trying to
met
figure out
in
why all of a
the
sudden
as
you
the men
sound like
do.
that.
Yeah, it's muffled.
Maybe.
Yeah, he muffled, man.
Yeah, real
Yeah,
muffled.
I sound
yeah,
bad. I sound bad.
Yeah.
that might be better. Was you covering your mic?
No, I just had my phone sitting down, so I didn't have to try to hold it still.
Well, I think your
It's
mic is
better.
Yeah,
covered.
the
Maybe
mic
because
probably
it's closer.
underneath.
Maybe because it's closer. It sounds better.
It
Yeah.
sounds it sounds a little bit better.
Okay, I would just say I think I would contribute the disparity in the percentages because I believe that black women don't have the same amount of options as the men do as far as being able to marry out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they don't have the same options. Like I don't
Look,
think that.
Maya got something to say. Maya got something to say.
I
No,
mean,
no, my thinking is that uh, it's probably it's probably a bigger pool of women of other races who would be interested who are interested in black men than there are a pool of men in other races who are interested in African American women. So
So
that's why I
this
think.
no.
is see your face, Maya. This is why Nikki and I say he got cereal box stats because
No,
he'll
no, that
have
was my
something.
opinion.
He'll have
Hold on,
something,
Tiff.
but he
Hold on,
put
Tiff.
his
That was my
Maurice spin
opinion.
on it,
Yeah,
and
No,
then
that
it's
was my
like,
opinion. That's not based on factual information. That's just my opinion. So that's
right.
not. I'm not quoting a stat right there. I was only
Yeah,
quoting the numbers
yeah,
as a stat, but I
yeah.
was giving my opinion as to why.
I know,
Yeah.
and that's why we call it cereal box because I just said you'll get a stat, and then you put your Maurice spin on it, and then it becomes a cereal statistic because we're like, what the
So
heck is he talking
Yeah,
about?
no, I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but
I'm
but that
talking
also
about my
makes it seem like
observable reality.
you just made it seem like black women were undesirable, and that's not the case.
No,
I
I
don't
Um,
think
didn't say
that's what he
they
was
were
saying though.
undesirable. I'm not saying they're undesirable. I'm saying they aren't desired at the same rate as the men are desired
I've
by
had
women of other races.
I've had every race try to talk to me, every single race.
That's anecdotal. That's anecdotal. That's
Well,
you. But what about the
but,
other? What about the other? What about the other that make up the 14% of the population in the country?
but we
They
can
do.
say that about your
They
stat
they
though.
they have
Mo.
they still have those same men that are out there. It's just that they start thinking the way you're thinking, and they think that they're undesirable, and that's not the case. Black women are desirable. It's just that when they hear it so much, they start to believe that they're not, and that's not the case. And they got
Okay.
to stop doing that. And black men got to stop saying that. It's not
I'm
true at
only,
all.
no, I hold on. Listen, I gave my opinion. Why I said I didn't. All I said was I didn't think they were as many options. The first word I used is options. I didn't think they had as many options as men do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying women aren't desirable. I'm just saying they don't have as many options. I don't think that men of other races at the same rate are desiring to be with African American women at the same rate that women of other races have a desire to be with the men. That's all I'm
Why?
saying.
Why? Why
Why?
wouldn't they? Yeah. And what's your reason for thinking that they wouldn't? They're
My
beautiful. They age gracefully. You know.
Look, I've heard that it's a approachable thing. Like a lot of women come off as very unapproachable. Like I'm not interested from the jump, so therefore
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna shoot my shot because she gonna reject me anyway. So it
right.
could be
There's
just
some
not
there's
approachable.
some factors. Yeah,
But I mean, I've dated all races. I mean, if I think I'm gonna shoot my shot anyway, you're gonna either say yes or no. But I think
right.
some people may be reluctant to be like, oh, okay, well, I ain't gonna mess with her. She look like she ain't trying to
Looks
holler
like an
with her.
angry black woman.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna say
what it
that.
But
sounds
not
like.
even
That's
I'm
what it
joking.
sounded like.
okay. So I'll just say this. I've never approached a Caucasian woman with the interest on getting to know her romantically. I have done it with Asian women. I have done it with African American, and I have done it with Latino women.
Okay.
So
But I
why
know
didn't you
that.
do it with a Caucasian woman?
Say it again.
So you say you never approached a Caucasian because they didn't seem approachable, or what was the
No, no,
reason?
no, 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 no. I like. It's never really been my experience to approach one with the intent on trying to date them or whatever. I've
Okay,
had
Oh,
one approach. I've
I
had
got you.
one approach me, but I've never actively seek one.
Yeah,
So,
you weren't interested. Yeah, I got you.
my level of comfort is African American women because that's what I most identify with.
right.
But when I look at the spectrum of women and I see what it takes for what I would find to be appealing from an initial attraction, when it comes to like the level of comfort, with exception to African American women, because I identify with them, I don't find them as approachable. But
Mm,
like I said, that's anecdotal for me because I haven't really approached white women, and I don't approach other women of the same race at the same rate that I would African American women.
okay. All
So
right.
even though the point I'm making is, I would say that I think African American women aren't as approachable, but they are as approachable to me because that's where most of my energy is focused.
Okay.
All right, so let's switch right now and go to better with the celebrity couples. We got the celebrity couples that's in international, Lord,
Interracial.
interracial interracial relationships.
All right,
So,
so I wasn't going to start with the because I only got a few of them. You
all
know,
right, let's
we
see
all know them,
if you
but
got some of
I wanted
mine.
to start with this fun history fact first
All right.
because if it wasn't for this couple who became famous for getting married,
Ooh, I know who.
Felix and Maya probably wouldn't be able to be in their marriages right now.
That's true. That's true. I think I know
So,
who you're talking about.
this couple was named Richard Loving and Mildred Jeter.
Hmm.
Yep.
They are the first famous interracial couple. They were married in 1958.
Yep.
They were actually arrested for getting married.
Mm-hmm. Because it was still
What they did, they lived right across the water in VA. It was unlawful back then for couples to marry other races. So what they did was they came across the water to DC, got married, went back home. Now they found out 5 weeks prior to that she was pregnant. But when they went back home, they ran up in their house and locked their ass up. And make that make sense.
Now, didn't they live separately for a while?
In jail. Because they kept her a few more days than they kept him. But actually, when they came to DC and got married and went back to Virginia, they got arrested. They stayed together, and it was a felony back then, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually wound up moving to DC to live, where it was accepted. And then they fought their case from 1963 to 1967. 4 years it took for the Supreme Court to deem it unconstitutional to prohibit interracial marriage. Some states still kept the law, though.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of states still kept the law.
Especially
And
them southern ones.
Yeah.
at that time, when they got married, it was 24 states that didn't allow it. And they just happened to be in one, which was fucking racist ass Virginia. But
And James in the comments said he just went over that Supreme Court case with his students. So,
yeah.
and he's in North Carolina in one of them southern states that was probably part of that 24 you mentioned.
But get this though, it took up until 2000 for the last state to repeal this law. Y'all guess what state that is?
Maryland. I was joking. I don't know.
Virginia.
Texas,
Arizona.
Florida.
Alabama.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, Alabama was the last state to repeal the joint. And that
Yeah.
was in 2000. That wasn't even that long ago.
That wasn't that long ago.
That's crazy. But couple of interracial couples I wanted to speak about. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like their relationship. They seem fun.
She
Because I
seems
seen them
extra.
on different shows, and the other one will come on and support the other one. And the other one will come on that show and support the other one. You know, I don't know about how happy they are, whatever.
Right.
What's been going on in the tabloids. Another one that I was mad about personally, and that's only because I thought I might have had a chance if I ever met her. Serena Williams and this Alexis Ohanian guy.
That's one of my people that I picked out. Let me go to their picture. Hold on.
Yeah,
Did she bleach her
know
skin or something?
He started Reddit, yeah. So he's a billionaire.
He a billionaire.
But goddamn, Serena, you had enough money. She could have kept it on the outside though.
Yeah, but I don't think that there they go.
Yeah, she's lightening up too. You notice that?
Yeah, I was wondering. I said, did she bleach her skin or something?
Man, I don't know if it's the bleach or the makeup, but she's definitely lightening up. I'm like, yo, that don't, man, stop it.
Yeah.
Where is Mr. Richard?
Okay, so name another one and let's see if I got those.
Okay, the last one, even though I don't really know the wife like that, I thought she was a beautiful black woman, but George Lucas from Star Wars, he has a black wife named Melody Hobson.
Yeah. Okay.
And they don't look like they belong together, but hey, whatever. If it works, it works. I ain't hating.
They've been together for years, though.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. You know, I support it. I'm not against interracial marriage. I just think like when we lose one of ours, you know what I'm saying? It kind of like do something to them, like, you know.
So here's an interesting one right here. So you know Tamara, the twin, she's from an interracial. Her parents are her mom is. Wait, which one is her mom is black? Her dad is white. So you know she has her husband right here. I like these two together. Let me see. Let me do it this way so y'all can see. Y'all know I'm trying to get good with my technology. Is where it's getting there. And then another one, I'm being like you better. I'm like, I could have had a chance with this man. I didn't, but you know, they swimming more. But they on the outs right now. So they having issues. He had went back home, then he left, and then he went back home. And so yeah.
Who is the lady?
That's Lisa Bonet from the Cosby Show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, she was messing with she got the daughter by what's your name, right? Lenny Kravitz.
Yep.
Lenny Kravitz.
That daughter was on Jimmy Fallon last night.
Zoe.
Yeah. She's about to be in the Spider-Man joint or something.
So
Batman.
Another couple that LaDawn just mentioned in the comments was Eve and Maximilian. I couldn't find. Well, I didn't have time to put their picture up, but that's another one. She seems happy.
Yeah, she seems
happy right now.
Yeah,
and she's matured.
Yeah,
matured a lot. She definitely seems happy.
Right? Is he Middle Eastern?
I'm sure he erased all that drama from her life.
Because she moved overseas to be with him, so she got he got some money too.
He has a race,
definitely
the Gumball 3000 race. I think that's his thing.
Oh, okay.
With those foreign cars that they do, that's his thing.
Yeah, he got plenty of money.
Yeah.
But is that the thing though? Like,
classy.
So my question, and I mean, not directed to you, Maya, but for women, is it usually the money sometimes that? Do you have any stats on that, Mo? Like, how many times is it the money that makes the woman choose the other race of man outside of their race. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can reach your cereal box for this one, Mo, if you have to.
Well, okay, so no stats. I'll just give my opinion. For the most part, women are hypergamous, so I don't know. Like they're always looking to get a gentleman for the most part who has what they have or exceeds what they have. So I'm not sure if race plays into it
Mm-hmm.
because I guess that just hinders on, if that particular gentleman gets your attention or if you're raised loyal or something. But I think for the most part, they're looking to get a male who has what she has or more. So I'm not sure how much
It's support.
Okay.
it,
They're
it,
supportive, and honestly, it's
it's
ease.
provision.
They
It's
make it easy. But
so,
I mean, but you can be easy with anyone. It's just that, like, from what I've noticed, our marriage is easy. It's not. And he's younger than me. So he's 10 years younger than me, but it's still easy. And I don't, like I said, I don't know if that's a cultural thing. You could have found out with any guy. It just so happens, like probably in Felix's case, it just so happens that this is the one that I chose to settle down with. Whatever. She just happened to, in your case, she just happened to be white. In my case, he just happened to be Indian. But
right.
it was something they did that made it easy to when you realize I can live with you for the rest of my life. That's what it's ease. But like a lot of the women, even the ones you've named, they already had their money. Eve didn't have Maximilian money, but she had her own.
Right.
But she also was in a relationship with Stevie J before that. So I don't know.
Stevie J, really?
Yeah.
Ew.
You didn't know that?
You didn't know she was with him. Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I don't think I knew
You
that.
ain't see the little video?
Yeah.
What video? Okay, y'all know I'm out of touch, so.
Oh man, that's
like
a long time ago.
The Star Wars lady, Melody, she had like a banking thing in Chicago beforehand. She just happened to be already up at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of Black women, when you get to the top, sometimes there's not a lot of people there, or sometimes there are not enough supportive men there. And when you're at that level, you got to find a man that supports you, not competes with you.
Right.
So,
that's harder to find.
It is, but when they find it, like I said, it's that ease of making the relationship work where you're not struggling.
Right.
Like
so when you find it, you ignore it don't matter the race, none of that, because that's more important than the race.
It
right.
is.
I feel
right.
I
that
agree.
makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I agree. You could be purple for all I care.
Yeah.
If I got that support, then I'm good. If I'm not, I had that struggle love back in my 20s and 30s. I ain't trying to do that no more.
No, ma'am. I can't do it.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that no more. So, all right,
that
guys.
makes sense though.
That is.
I just was wondering because just the idea of it, right? Not necessarily with these three couples, but just the idea of it. It's kind of like, I'm just thinking like as men, right? And we do this even within our race. We'll date down, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about like Felix was saying, he was attracted to the personality. So it didn't matter like, okay, well, she had this 6-figure job or not, or she did this or not. It was the personality, you know what I'm saying? But then like, it seems like when it comes to women, it's like, women you can have A1 personality, but if you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, X amount of dollars, or you ain't got X amount of status.
Women that want to be married and have a family, that want to be married and have a family, they're looking for a guy that can provide.
Right.
Not saying that women don't work. I work. But women that want to get married and have a family and, live that what they consider the American dream, they're looking for a provider. They're not going to date the guy who they see as potential. They're dating what they see now.
Especially at our age.
Well, I was about to say, age got to factor into that though, because we can grow together. You know what I'm saying? As depending on where we start at. Not you 45 and I'm 47. No, you should be already established, and so should I. But if we started young, like most of us tried to.
You know what those white girls in college do? The ones that married to those athletes, they start in college. Do you know why? they saw potential. They went to a good college. They probably majored in liberal arts or something like that. They found a guy that was in med school or law school or an athlete,
Right.
and that's what they did. They
Right.
said this guy is going to be a good provider. They start early. Black women don't start early. You know why we don't start early? Because our mothers taught us, you better be independent. You have your own. You do
Right.
this, you
You
do
get it
that.
on your
That's
own.
the
Yeah.
difference. White
Yes.
women and a lot of other races, they grow up for marriage.
Right.
They start them young. Black women don't do that. We're raised, we got to be tough. We can't cry. You know, my mom told me that. You know, she's
Yeah.
like, I raised you to be tough. You have to be tough. Why do I have to be tough? You know, but
Yeah.
that's the difference. Black. That's why black women start later and they realize I should have married this good guy, not dated that drug dealer for 5 years, writing him jailbird letters.
Yeah.
That's how, you know.
Yeah.
You got to stop doing that. Like,
Be like that.
that nerdy guy. You know, if you thought he was a nerd or whatever, he has potential. You know,
Right.
we got to stop doing that.
Right. They want him to already have it, and a 22-year-old guy is not going to already have it.
Exactly.
A 34-year-old guy is a lot closer to having it, but they want the 22-year-old guy to have it. They don't want the 34-year-old guy.
And I will say that when I was in college, I saw the potential in my ex. And then, but now I'm not looking for potential because I already have the table. I have the like they say, what you bring it to the table. I got my own table. You know, I don't need your table. I don't need your chairs either. You know,
but Tiffany, that's also what I've heard from a lot of men. A lot of men want to still be the man. We know what you bring,
and
but
I
a lot of black men feel that.
That's what I want, though. I want somebody that, you know, I as a single woman, even when I was in my marriage, got tired of being the person taking care of the cars. I shouldn't have to take the cars to the mechanic. I shouldn't have to, you know, do certain things. So even, you know, being married and being single, I don't want to do that. So I am looking for someone that's going to be a man, that's going to take charge, that doesn't have, I don't have to do everything, because when you're that independent woman and you're so used to you want that burden off of you. Yes. It's like you carrying that whole world on your shoulders. You find a good man that's going to lift that burden from you. It's such a relief. You can stand up straight. Your back don't hurt no more. Your neck don't hurt no more. And I don't care what color he is. If he out there, I'm waiting for him to find me. Yeah. Because I'm down for it. I am down for all of it. But guys, that is our time. Thank you very, very much. Better, you good? I mean, you know, because we are her. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for thank you for your insight and your opinions and your facts and all of that. Thank you for sharing your stories with us. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
This was really fun. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Maurice. Thank you, Betta. Thank you,
appreciate y'all, man.
Thanks for the invite.
Thanks for being transparent.
Thank you. All right. So next week, I'm gonna give me a laugh track too. I'm gonna give me a laugh and a clapping joint. We're gonna be able to, yeah, we're gonna be clapping. I'm gonna get it. All right. So next
I can do it until you get it. Just point to me.
I got you. So next week we are going to tackle the LGBTQ community. We have hopefully a couple of guests that can give their insight. You know, the more people we put on here, the audio and stuff, we just got to make sure that we keep it, you know, together. But I have 3 in mind, and it's kind of all different sides. So I got a female, I got a male, and then hopefully I have a transgender that's willing to share their story and what their experiences and things like that. So that will be next week's topic. As always, please like and share and subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is the YouTube channel is Talks with Tiff. And the Facebook group is Talks with Tiff and Friends. Please like that page. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And what else? Oh, listen, for everybody that is friends with me, We are having a fundraiser for the Indigo Child Therapeutic. We are selling popcorn. I need you guys to go to my page. Please, please, please click on that link. Buy one bag of popcorn or whatever. We are doing this to be able to offer scholarships to kids whose insurances are acting a little bit funny with their services. If you don't want any popcorn, because I know everybody been hitting you over the head with popcorn, feel free to Cash App is the $ TIC therapy. You can cash out $5, $10, whatever. But we are trying to waive fees for the kids for the summer camp. And we're also trying to offer scholarships so that their parent is not such a burden on them. So we have one more day left with the popcorn. But like I said, you can make a donation. The link is on my page. If you're not friends with me, I will make that link public. But please, please, please help us out. We appreciate it. Better, you got some news, don't you? Come on, give it to the people. Ain't you dropping?
People, Better just dropped a new single.
Yay.
A new single just came out at midnight this morning. It's on every streaming service out there. It's called Truthful. The song is called Truthful. My artist name is Better Man, as you all may know or not. But yeah, go check that out for me, man, and stream it. Share it with your friends. We haven't done a video yet. We're trying to see what it does and see how people like it before we shoot one and invest a whole lot into it. But it's definitely a nice song. A lot of people have been saying, questioning me about it, like, is it about my wife? Is it about my marriage? And blah, blah, blah. It actually is not. It's actually about more than one relationship. It's about a lot of experiences that I've been through. I basically, as an artist, you know what I'm saying, I put different things together sometimes to create my art. So, it's a couple of things in there that happened in my relationship. But this song is not about what happened to my relationship. I do have one of those on the way as well. And that one is not as nice as this one. Trust me.
Okay. All right. So maybe I can figure it out next week, and maybe we can play a little bit of it next week. I'm gonna figure this whole thing, this whole technical thing out. I'm gonna figure this stuff out. But
I do have a question for you though, Tip.
What's up?
How we got one day left on the popcorn and we just hearing about it?
No. It's been on my page.
Okay.
It has been on my page.
We're gonna talk about it here.
Well, it just started. They only give you 4 days to run the campaign. So it started on, I think, Tuesday, and it started at Tuesday at 5 p.m. So I've been running it on my page, but I couldn't wait to get here so that I can mention it here.
Got you.
What's
the brand? What's the brand though? I mean, what company is it? Is it that
Double Good? It's Double Good popcorn.
Double Good. Yeah, they got the fire joint and
that's right.
Yeah. I'm going to ASAP.
Queso Fire is the best.
And Queso Fire.
That's my shit. That's why I wanted to know was that them. I'm definitely gonna order something.
Yeah. I already got my full bags. I'm like, all right, it is what it is. I love that one. I love the cheddar, and I love the hot. It's a hot one. Oh, the jalapeno. So,
Queso Fire was the best. I had 3 of them last time I ordered for somebody, and them was the best, man. So yeah, I'm about to. Don't they got a multicolor one too?
With all 3, like caramel.
The Chicago mix.
That Chicago mix. I think they may have.
I don't know about that. I'm talking about another one, like they got red, blue, and yellow and all that in there.
Oh no, not with this.
Oh, that's another company. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably another.
I was gonna get that for the twins.
All right, guys, we're gonna end this live right here. We'll check everybody out next week.
Peace and love.
Subscribe. Yes, like and subscribe. Everybody have a great weekend. We will see you next week.
All right.
Happy Good Friday.